Good morning, friends. I'm Helen with Floating Yoga School. I have my friend Melinda here with me. It is still dark. We are up with the sunrise, going to do a little yoga for self-care, a little self-care yoga practice designed to help you feel good in your body, kind of reset, restore in a way that feels really, really good. We're going to move slowly. We'll take some deep stretches, build a little bit of heat. Please modify in any way that feels appropriate for you and really listen to what you need today in your practice. We're going to get started today lying on our backs, so you can find your way onto your back. And I like a knock-kneed shape with your feet wide and your knees together. Hands can be by your side, or if you prefer, one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. And just begin by scanning your body and notice how you're feeling right now. Meet any resistance or any sensations with breath and with love. And start to take longer, deeper breaths in and out of your nose. If there's any kind of intention you'd like to set, a word or a phrase to guide you, now is a good time to bring that to mind. And then you can gently blink your eyes open if they're closed. Bring your hands by your sides if they're on your body. Keep your feet wide, lift your knees up to the sky, and then start to windshield wiper your knees right and left. Just a gentle movement side to side. This can be slow, this can be faster. Noticing how your hips feel. I always have to remind myself that one of the best ways to slow down, reset my nervous system is to move slowly. You often tend to rush through things. So maybe you let yourself move really slow today. Let's do one more in each direction. Come back to center. Gently hug your knees into your chest. And draw some circles in the sky with your kneecaps. Massage around your sacrum. In both directions. Hug your knees a little bit closer to your chest. We're going to take this to a fetal pose on either side. Turn to one side. Let your head rest on your bicep, maybe on your forearm, knees into chest. A pause here to feel. And then slowly press yourself up to a seated position. This can be cross-legged or legs out in front. You can even take a butterfly shape with your legs if you like. Hands to your knees or thighs. When you arrive, we'll start to take some circles with your body forward, sideways, back and around, awakening up some energy, drawing from your connection to the earth, the base of your spine, your root chakra, that sense of stability, safety, the comforts of home, and really finding that safety, stability, and sense of home in your own body today. And then we'll switch directions, move the opposite way. Come towards stillness, nice tall spine, lift through the crown of your head, big breath in. And then exhale, gently walk your hands forward, fold over your legs. And you might be able to bring your forearms to the ground or let your head and neck relax. You decide what feels best. Gently walk your hands back in, lift your chest, switch the crossing of your legs so the opposite foot is in front or on top if your legs are crossed. Reach both arms to the sky, big breath in. And then as you exhale, side bend to your right. Right hand comes down to the earth, left arm up and over. Stay rooted and connected through your sit bones. Lots of space into your side body and into your ribs. Come back through center, both hands high. And then to the other side. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Nice, Melinda. Bring it back to center, both hands overhead, big breath in. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Bring your hands to your knees or your thighs, lengthen your spine once more, and then fold forward over your legs. Again, feeling that gentle stretch through your hips, your back, just finding the extent to which this feels nice for you. And we'll find our way to hands and knees, tabletop position, however you'd like to arrive there. You can roll over your feet or swing your legs behind you. Spread your fingertips wide, stack your shoulders right above your wrists, hips right above your knees. And then we'll move into a cow and cat series. Inhale to lift your tailbone, drop your belly, send your heart forward. Exhale, scoop round and really press the earth away. Continue like that with your breath, arching and rounding. And please know that you can add in any other movement if there's a side to side that feels good. Some movement into your ribs that feel good. Today especially, really honor what your body is requesting. Kind of feeling into that self-care. Let's do one more round of breath. Find your way back toward a neutral spine, and then take it to a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees can be wide or together. Arms stretch out in front, forehead relaxes down. Nice full deep breaths into your back body, as if you could expand and stretch it out with each breath in. Sending breath into all those places that feel tight, all the stuff that we hold on to, that rests in our back body, literally and figuratively. And then walk your hands as far as you can over to your right. Left hand might come on top. Let your hips lean a little bit left. Through center all the way to the other side. Hands left, hips right. And then back to center. Inhale to a tabletop, hands and knees. We'll exhale to an easy downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Knees can bend a lot. Let your chest press back toward your thighs. Let your head and your neck relax. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, let something go. Yeah, again, big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward to your hands. Exhale, little steps up, feet to hands to a forward fold ragdoll. You can bend your knees a lot. Hold opposite elbows, let your head and your neck relax. Sway side to side here. Release your hands down, bring them to your shins, lift halfway, breathe in, long spine. Beautiful. Exhale, fold, relax your head and neck. Inhale, rise up, arms sweep high. Maybe you gaze up. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Breathe in, reach overhead. Breathe out, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers or reach like you're holding onto a cape. So depending on your shoulder flexibility, one might feel more comfortable. Lift your heart, lift your chin, open up through your throat. Stay nice and strong to support your low back, engage your core and your glutes. Really root down through your feet. Awesome breath. Next, inhale, arms to the sky, release your grip. Exhale, forward folds, take your time coming down. So really drag out each breath, each movement. So nice. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, hands down. We'll step just your right foot back. And then we'll lower right knee down toward your mat. Hands can stay on the earth or come to your left thigh. We'll find a supported lunge. If you want, they can even come all the way up to the sky. And then just gently let your hips sink forward. Finding a stretch through the front of your right hip, your right quadriceps. And breathing into sensation. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Frame your front foot. We're going to set up for a funky warrior 2 on your knee. Right heel is going to pivot behind you. Open up to the side of your mat. You can bend your left knee. Start to settle into your hips a little bit. Find some breath here. Yeah, one more round of breath. We're going to bring hands down to the earth in front and start to extend your left leg straight, toes point to the long edge of your mat. So kind of like you're in extended tabletop position, and then just gently rock forward and back to get into your inner thighs a little. I like my right toes, that back foot tucked. You might prefer to be on the top of your foot. We're going to take it toward the back of your space. Right hand will come down. Left arm will reach up and over for supported side plank, and you might have to adjust your left foot. For me, it walks in a little bit closer. Deep breath in. Exhale, release to tabletop facing the back of your space. Adjust as you need. Both knees down, shoulders above your wrists. Back to your cow and cat. Inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, send your heart forward. Exhale, scoop and round, really press the earth away. Twice more. Breathe in. Breathe it out. And again, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Come back toward neutral. Tuck your toes. You're going to hover your knees. Imagine buckling a seatbelt across your low hips. Really engage low core, your pelvic floor. Find your breath. Sometimes for me, self-care is doing the hard things I'm avoiding. With breath, with presence. One more inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale, hips to the sky. Full breath in through your nose. Stick out your tongue. Exhale, lion's breath out. Again, breathe in. Lion's breath out. Bend your knees. This time we're going to walk hands back toward your feet so you're at the other end of your mat. Yeah, find your forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Walk your hands as far as you can to your right. You might bend one or both knees a lot. Send your hips a little bit left. And then walk your hands over to your left. Same thing. Feel free to bend your knees, send your hips a little right. And back to center. Halfway lifts, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Stand tall, reach high. Full inhale takes you there. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. We lost our ocean view, but we got Haleakala, so we'll take it, right? Hands can be at your heart or by your sides. We're gonna just take some gentle walks toward the top of your mat, what is now the top of your mat. Just mindfully stepping footstep and footstep, maybe slowly, heel to toe, really feeling the ground below you. And then we're gonna take that back. So same thing, but walking backwards, back to where you came from. Notice how many steps it takes. Notice what it feels like to go really slow. Sometimes a little awkward, it's all good. We're gonna do one more walk to the top, this time with eyes closed. So you might remember how many steps it took, or you might simply be in it and just feel. A little tricky on the balance sometimes. When you feel like you've gotten to the top, find stillness. Feet about hip distance or together. Palms face forward, slide your shoulder blades down your back, lift up through the crown of your head. Find that length and space. 2 deep breaths. Eyes can blink open or stay closed. Reach your arms to the sky, inhale. Interlace your fingers, exhale, flip your palms to the sky. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, hands behind your head, elbows wide, so your hands rest at the back of your neck, kind of the base of your skull. Find a little traction, a little length there, and then let your head rest into your hands, lean back. Just to the point that your body allows, breathe here. You can stay more center, or you can start to drop left elbow down, finding a little bit of a side bend. Back through center. And over to the other side, right elbow down. Back to center, release your grips, float your hands high once more, and exhale, forward folds, dive it down. Lift halfway, inhale, long spine. Exhale, hands down, we're gonna step left foot back. So same little series we did on the other side, facing the other way. Mixing it up, changing our brain a little. Hands can stay on the ground, come to your thigh, or if you like, all the way up to the sky. And then a gentle lean forward to find that stretch. Breathe into sensation. You might do the same thing here as you did on the other side. You might do something different. Most of us aren't perfectly symmetrical. Yeah, so allow this to be beautiful, intuitive. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down. We're gonna set up for that funky warrior 2. Left heel pivots behind. Open up to the long edge of your mat. And you can adjust however you need. Settle into your hips, however feels good for you. Find the strength and stability here with a little bit more support than maybe a regular warrior 2. As we're moving energy up, kind of getting into that sacral space, hips, low back. Lots of stuff there for lots of us, emotions, relationships, our source of creativity and creation. Just notice what comes up as we open things up. We're gonna bring hands down, begin to turn your right toes toward the long edge of your mat, so you're in that tabletop position with leg extended. And again, you might find a little bit of movement. Back toes, left toes might tuck under or stay on the top of your foot. We're going to take this back toward the top of our space for a supported side plank. Hands start to walk over to the front of your mat. Left hand will stay down, right arm will lift. Adjust your right foot however you need. You can always take your top arm over your head, more extension. Breathe into your sides. A full breath in. Exhale, release your hand down. Tabletop, hands and knees, or high plank upper push-up. You can always tuck your toes, lift your knees. We'll find a breath in and a little shift forward, and then super slowly lower to your belly all the way down. Baby cobra, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. Twice more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Maybe this last one, you hover your hands, lift your chest, really find that core strength through your entire spinal column, front, back, sides, and lower down. Child's pose, balasana, hips to heels. We've got the beautiful pinks. If we want to look around, it's incredible. Appreciate the moments wherever you are, whenever you're doing this practice. Full, steady breaths. Slowly lift yourself back to a tabletop, hands and knees. Adjust however you need. I always get a little bunchy. And we'll take knees together so they touch. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. Left arm out in front, opposite arm and leg extend, finding core strength, front, back, sides again. You can stay here or elbow to knee, a little crunch and a little round. Inhale to extend if you're moving. Yeah, beautiful breath, Melinda. Exhale, draw it together. We're building a little heat, a little fire. One more. Getting into our sense of personal power, that solar plexus. Inhale, release just your hand as you exhale. Cross your foot behind you to the left. Yeah, and then press back through your heel. You can peek over your left shoulder. I like to take my right hand to the top left corner of my mat, so I'm kind of reaching my right arm up and over too. Yes. And then back to neutral with your hands. Take your right foot out to the side. So it's going to come off your mat, similar shape to what we did facing sideways. We're going to take a thread the needle like this, left arm to the sky, breathe in, and then thread toward your foot. Drop your shoulder down, your head down. Right hand can stay, reach in front or wrap behind you. And if you don't love the leg extended, you can always drop your knee, a more traditional thread the needle. We'll slowly unwind, right hand by your face, unthread left arm out and up, big breath in. Exhale, release your hand down, tuck your right knee under. A little reset, sway side to side, cow and cat, maybe a child's pose. We've got our second side. And in time, when you're ready, knees together, left leg back, right arm forward. Find that extension, a steady strengthening. Feel your power. And then if you'd like to move, elbow to knee as you exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. Come back to the extension. Inhale. Lower just your hand as you exhale. Cross your foot behind you to the right. And again, you can peek over your right shoulder if you like. You can extend your left arm. Reach it forward or even across. Release your hand back to neutral. Take your leg off to the left. In line with your right knee. We'll set up for that funky thread the needle. Right arm high, breathe in. Thread to your left. Drop your shoulder and your head down. You got it. Left hand can stay, reach, or wrap, whatever feels nice. One more breath here. Left hand by your face, unthread right arm out and up, big breath in. Exhale, release it down, tuck your knee under. Any movements to reset? We'll take this back to our downward facing dog. There's no rush to get there. Remember to stay nice and slow. I love it, Melinda, because you're keeping me honest with my slowness. Bend your knees, breathe in, look to your hands. Exhale, little step or hop toward the top of your space. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, release. Rise up, reach up, big breath in. The boats are coming out. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Pause here for a moment, eyes soft or closed. Feel free to adjust your clothing, your breath, your stance. I stepped in something. Maybe look around, appreciate your surroundings. And we'll take a little balance, moving into an eagle shape. Starting with the chair pose, sit low, hands can reach high. And then wrap your arms, right arm below your left. Hold on to opposite shoulders or connect your palms. Yes, you can stay with your legs in chair, or you can start to take your right thigh up and over. Squeeze your inner thighs. Nice. Imagine you're giving yourself a big hug. There's a little bit of tension, but it's good tension. Getting up into your heart space, your upper back. Center of love and compassion for yourself and others. Nice. We're going to unwrap, unwind, one-legged Tadasana with your right knee high, both arms to the sky. Right knee lifts like you're taking a step. Big breath in. Exhale, step back to warrior two, right foot to the back of your mat, left knee bends. Yeah, awesome. Settle in here. So we've been in this shape with our knee down. Now we've got our knee lifted. We're going to inhale to a reverse triangle, left leg straight, left arm up and back. Exhale right back to that warrior two, nice deep bend. So just playing with bending and straightening. Twice more. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, settle it in. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Star pose, heels in, toes out, reach wide. And then toward the back of your space, Skandasana, right knee bends, hands to your heart. You decide how low you go. Some of us can get closer to the ground. For me, upright feels better this morning. Breathe into hips, inner thighs. Left toes can be down, they can be lifted depending on your balance. One more breath in. We're going to turn to the back of our space for a low lunge as you breathe out. Take an inhale, look forward. Standing splits as you exhale, left leg lifts. Doesn't have to be high. Mine's more like a supported warrior three. Couple steps up is perfect. You can relax your head and neck. Breathe into the stretch, the balance. One more inhale. Exhale, feet together, forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Rise up, reach up, hands float high. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Again, we'll take our little walk this time, just back and forward. Hands can be at your heart or by your sides. Maybe you step back with the non-dominant foot first. Little steps toward the back of your mat, or big steps, yeah. As slow or as quickly as you like. Feeling your footprints. Noticing your breath. Then come back to your nice standing position. We'll take that to the other side. Inhale to a chair pose, sit low. Exhale to your eagle, this time left arm below. Hands can find your shoulders or palms connect. And then if you like your legs, left leg above, but you can certainly stay in chair legs. Allow yourself to feel steady, stable. Fall out, come back. It's part of finding the balance, is learning where those edges are. Allow yourself to feel strong, loved and supported. One more breath. Inhale to a one-legged Tadasana, arms high, left knee lifts like you're going to take a big step. And then we'll exhale, step back to warrior two, facing the side of your mat. Right knee is bent this time. Settle in. Feel the space, the expansion after that hug, reaching wide. And we're going to add our little flow. Inhale, reverse triangle, right leg straight. A break for your thigh, up and back, side body stretch. Exhale right back into that warrior two, maybe a little deeper. Twice more. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out, reach wide. Exhale, skandasana to your left, left knee bends. You decide how low you go. So it's pretty similar to a warrior two, but this time your bum is coming back. Like I said, some of us will be a little lower. Doesn't feel great on my knees this early in the morning. So I'm gonna stay in a more active upright shape. Full breath in. Turn back toward the front for your low lunge as you exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, standing splits, right leg to the sky. You decide how high this goes. Head and neck can relax. Breath is moving into the back line of your body again. One more inhale. Forward fold, feet together, exhale. Lift halfway, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Heel toe your feet out a little bit wider. If you're on a mat, it might be as wide as your mat for a squat malasana. Heels in, toes out. You can sit into your hips pretty low. Yep, you can always bring your blocks underneath you if you'd like. You can always take your feet wider. Awesome. Hands to your heart. Feel the length through your spine as if the crown of your head could reach up to the sky, your tailbone down to the ground, and then allow a little lift from your pelvic floor. A little engagement, a little extra boost. One more big inhale. Exhale, we're going to gently sit down. One hand can come behind to lower yourself to a butterfly shape or Baddha Konasana cobbler's pose. I hope it's not pooped I stepped in. I got a brown toe. Lift your heart, breathe in. And then lean forward over your legs. And sometimes we step in a little poop, right? Not a big deal. Probably a good metaphor for life. Notice here where you feel sensation. And slowly lift yourself up. Legs can stay the same. They can always cross or extend. We'll just take a little neck movement. So chin to chest. And then one ear to one shoulder. Back chin to chest. Opposite ear the other way. Yeah, be slow and really gentle here. Your throat and neck are the center of self-expression. Speaking and living your truth. And lots of us hold lots of tension here too. So allow that to gently open. Come back toward neutral. Draw your knees together. Place your feet on the ground for a little boat pose. Lean back. Lift your heart. Keep your throat nice and long. Float your feet. One at a time or both together. If you want more, arms can go wide. If you want a lot more, legs can go straight, arms to the sky. Breathe, breathe, breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Feet down, hands behind you. Take your feet a little wider like we did on our backs. Windshield wiper your knees right and left. Release through your hip flexors. Your body likes to stay tight there when you're feeling stressed. As we slowly find safety and security in our self-care practices, we can open up so as that muscle of the soul. We're going to come back to hands and knees, so however you'd like to arrive there is great. And we'll do a little self-massage here. So we're going to play with forearms down in front of opposite knee. I'm going to take my left forearm first, palm facing up. Elbow is bent right in front of my right knee, and then I'm going to place my right knee on top of my forearm. And it's your body weight, so you choose how much or how little. I like to move it around, think of a little massage. Yeah, it's kind of nice, right? You can go close to your hands. Some people even like to go on their hands. I do not. Mine feels the best kind of right below my elbow, I should say. And when that feels like enough, simply swap sides. Right forearm in front of your left knee. You can place it on top. Find that little massage, those little movements that feel nice. And when you've had enough, release down. We're going to come into a Sphinx pose, forearms to your mat in front of you. Walk your feet back, lower your belly and your hips. Feel length through your spine. And then elbows wide, stack your hands, rest your forehead on your hands. You can rock a little side to side, massage your third eye, that center of intuition. You can rock a little through your hips, release your low back. We're going to take right knee out to the side like you're taking a big step. Your head and upper body can stay as it is, or it can come to like a cactus. So right knee's just going to come in line with your hip. Knee can be right out to the side or slightly below. Foot can be below your knee or kind of tucked inward like a tree pose. And you decide what feels good in your upper body. We're just going to relax into the shape. Please feel free to stay, or if you're ready, re-extend your right leg, switch to the left. Head can turn the opposite way if it's one direction, or forehead can stay stacked on your stacked hands. And as your sides feel even, re-extend your left leg. Arms are going to come wide in a T shape or in a cactus, depending on how your shoulders feel. I find T a little bit more accessible. We're going to take right hand by your side, roll onto your left hip. Right foot can kickstand behind you so your knee is up. Getting into the front of your shoulder, a little bit of your chest. Back through center onto your belly, and then all the way to the other side. And when your sides feel even, back to center. We're going to flip onto our back so you can simply roll over. You can always turn your head the other direction. I'm going to look up at the mountain. Knees to chest, a little squeeze, a little hug. Notice what your body's asking before final rest. You might join me in a spinal twist. You might take a back bend, a happy baby, all of the above. I'm going to take both knees to one side, stacked, head in the opposite direction. If you're doing something on one side, you might take it to the other, even out your sides, or find another shape. And as things feel even, let yourself get set up for final rest. Any last movements or shapes you want to take before you get there. And any position that feels supportive or comfortable is great. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head, that center of connection to something greater. Let yourself surrender. Find a sense of ease and contentment right here, right now, no matter what's going on in your own life and the world around us. Allow yourself to be right here, right now, with your breath, with whatever it is that's coming up for you. Simply notice and observe, and let it be. Begin to deepen your breath again. Add in little movements, wiggle fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Stretch your arms up over your head, extend your legs long. And then turn to one side, a fetal position once more. And make your way up to a seat, facing whatever direction you like. Take a moment to pause here, palms together in front of your heart. Thank yourself for making the time to move, to breathe, to be present. I thank you all for sharing your energy, sharing this practice. By finding some self-care and filling our own cups, we're able to better give, serve, be present, be better human beings to the rest of the world. We'll gently bow our heads together in silence. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll hope to see you soon.